Hi everyone, I'm Rachel Tessman from StampYourArtOut.com and I'm here to bring you another live paper crafting class today. It is Wednesday, May 6th and I have some new products to show you. I'm so excited. We have the new catalog that is debuting. The annual catalog is coming out on June 3rd and I overnighted my pre-order. Demonstrators get to do this thing called pre-order, where about a month or so before a catalog starts, we get to order and we get to order select products from the annual catalog. So I picked out some fun stuff and I'm going to be showing you and showcasing to you the suite called Forever Greenery. Obviously, I love green. Green is my favorite color, so this is totally my favorite suite in the whole catalog. And I am going to feature the stamp set, just a sentiment from it for now, because it seriously just came like maybe 20 minutes ago. Yes, and I already have a project planned around it. I'm going to show you the stamp set. I'm going to show you the paper, the designer paper, and then there's a couple different accessory type things that go with it. So without further ado, why don't we go to the desktop and we'll peek at those things. Oh, I've got a fun angle going on my camera, don't I? It's a little distorted. Let's see if we can go like, I don't know. I thought I had it set up. Okay, let's try. Maybe I should have just left it as is. Okay, there we go. It's going to be a little higher up on this end, I guess. Sorry about that. Anyways, this is the paper. The designer paper is gorgeous. So I'm going to just kind of go through that really quick. That's usually one of my favorite go-tos. Hi everyone. I'm so glad that you were able to check in and say hello to me today. I went on like 3 minutes early because I was so excited. Oh, Sue's like, come on, show it. Okay, so this is one of the sheets, and look at, there's just different color greens in there. Cool greens, warm greens, some earthy, I don't know. I love it. It's a combination of everything, so it feels like you're outside. So this is one of the designs that's double-sided. You get 12 sheets, and each of the sheets is double-sided. It's not specialty paper, so there's no foiling on it or anything like that. Hope you're able to see that. Look at, oh, it's gorgeous, right? Here's another one. And then on the flip side of that, oh, that's beautiful. So lots of fun colors in here. Just Jade, I think that's the new color, is in here. Shaded Spruce is the cooler dark green. Isn't this pretty? Jeannie's like, yum, yum. I love it. Oh, and there's some subtle designs too. So those of you that don't like, or you have a harder time working with busy designs, this here, totally easy to just add a little texture and fun to your cards and projects. And then here's another one. This has definitely got the shaded spruce and the jade colors in them. Jade is like a even cooler green than the shaded spruce. Shaded spruce is leaning more towards a true green, where it's not warm or cool or whatever. It's just a nice combination. But the jade, I want to say, let's see, it's this one here, I think. I mean, I don't have the actual cardstock in my hands, but I think that's what it is. This is the shaded spruce. This is probably garden green. Let's see what colors they say. We have garden green, just jade, pear pizzazz, which is closer to that, yes. Pretty peacock. Ooh, that must be pretty peacock. Okay, so just jade. That's probably just jade right there. Right there. And then we have the soft seafoam, and of course Whisper White is in here too. So I even see touches of old olive, like pear pizzazz and old olive are very good together, very complementary of each other. So those are the colors. That's just jade right there. It's a lighter version of, I would say, pretty peacock. Yeah. Anyways, fun. Okay, and this is the stamp set, Forever Green. I'm only going to be using this sentiment here out of it, but you can get this set with die cuts and you can bundle them together and save 10%, like always. So the images here, die cut out. You can stamp them and then die cut them, and it's like you've got these little fun little elements to add to your designs. Lots of beautiful sentiments, wording in here. This one says, "To a friend that makes me smile." So it's going to work really well with the project I'm going to share with you today. And then this is gold foiling paper. It's called, what is it called? It's called the Forever Gold Specialty Designer Series paper. So it's like our laser cut papers that we've had in the past, but gold on one side, white on the other. And you can see that there are some designs that would work great on the front of a card as a layer. So those are like layered designs there. Several sheets of those, several sheets of these. I've already punched out a piece that we're going to use here, but you can see they just kind of punch right out and apply to your projects. And then we've got the Forever Greenery Trim Combo Pack. And what I love about, oh, still have some things to pull off of. Oh, that's the end of the, okay, so when you get the ribbon, this ribbon here, it comes taped, I guess, on the end to keep it from fraying. This is like a twine, a gold twine in here. And then this ribbon is more like a, and I don't have the names in front of me because I don't have the catalog opened up, but this is more like, I don't know, it's a really soft, kind of flaxy, kind of, I don't know. Maybe somebody will tell us in the comments. But I saw a sample in the catalog where they colored it. So you can color this. It's kind of an off-white right now, but and we're going to leave it as is for the project today. But you can add color to it, I'm sure, with blends, maybe even with the watercolor ink. But then if you get it wet, you want to be careful that it doesn't bleed onto your project. So I'll probably be coloring this with blends in the near future for some of my projects. And then we have these things, which I thought were totally interesting. I mean, I want to make earrings out of them. Gold hoops. And they're flat, so they're not like a rounded, they have like a, there's four edges on them. So they're round in this way, but then when you feel them, it's like they've been smushed down and pressed. So they've got like flat sides on the top and bottom, and on the inside it's flat. So easy to put on a project, right? So let's start by sharing with you the supplies that we're going to need, and then we're going to, of course, start cutting. Okay, let's move to the computer. There we go. So the things that are highlighted in blue are new products. They are coming to you June 3rd. Linen, is that what it is, Patricia? I don't know. She's got a question mark after it. We're talking about this beautiful ribbon again here, this stuff here. But yeah, let me know if you guys have a name for it. It's not satin. It's definitely not satin, but it's very soft. And it's so soft that you can probably even squish it flat. So you might not even need to have like extra postage on your card if you tie a knot or something. I don't know. It's very soft. Okay, so the things that are in blue are new. June 3rd is when you can purchase them. Of course, I have an online store. If you want to go to stampyourartout.com and click on shop, on June 3rd, you'll be able to see the online version of the catalog, and you'll be able to also access in the online store all the new products. If you are a demonstrator, order from yourself, and if you have a demonstrator, order from them. But demonstrators got to pre-order, so as of yesterday. So some products are actually coming into people's hands as of like 10:30 today. The timing was perfect for this live, wasn't it? So you can see the measurements off to the side here. We're going to make a door hanger treat box is what I'm calling it. And this project idea I shared just a little over a week ago with my demonstrators in my group. So I'll be showing you those projects first so that you actually have kind of a peek at what we're making. And then I'll show you the Forever Greenery version of it, okay? So I'm putting that right in front of me because I want to make sure I show you that. Anyways, on April 28th, we had an online team event, which we typically have. That's how we do our events. And I walked them through the make and take products that I sent to them and how to put them together. And because we didn't have any new products at the time except for the ornate garden, and I didn't want to overwhelm them with too much ornate garden stuff, I gave them some retiring or soon to be retiring products. So you're going to see on these samples that they're not made with new stuff because we didn't have it in our hands at the time. But at least it'll give you some inspiration for what you can do with stuff that you have at your house, because you really can apply this treat box idea to so many things that you might already own. So the measurements over here look a little complicated, but I'll walk you through them. I am going to, if you haven't taken a screenshot yet, I am going to copy and paste this into a blog post that I'll share on Saturday, along with a recorded version of this video. And Sue says, I expected Just Jade to be a darker version of Mint Macaron. Well, you know what? Mint Macaron, Sue, is like a lighter version of Peacock also. Like, I've paired those together before too. I didn't pull out the cardstock. I should have, but it's way upstairs and you guys would have to like sit there in silence for a long time. But I believe that lighter, the Peacock, the Garden Green, Shaded Spruce, and Just Jade are the ones that are showing on that striped paper. Okay. All right. I think, somebody mentioned something. Anne, are you watching with closed caption? Because I have been trying to figure out how to do that. I don't know if any of you out there know how to do that, or maybe those of you that are in the hearing impaired community already know how to do that. But anyways, let me know if that's something that's already working for you. That would be pretty cool. But when it's on YouTube, I think that for sure is an option. And that is, some people have asked me why I put my picture in the corner of the screen. It's because I do have people who watch that are hearing impaired or deaf, and they read lips. So it helps them. And plus, I think you guys get a little bit more out of it when I can show you my expression of delight. All right. I think that's it. I'm going to move to the desk one more time and show you this paper again. So again, this is the Just Jade. It's got to be. This is Garden Green. This is Pretty Peacock. Shaded Spruce, Pretty Peacock, Garden Green, and Soft Seafoam. And then we have the Pear Pizzazz. So this is your Just Jade color. It's beautiful. Okay, let's take one of those sheets. Oh yeah, I was going to show you the projects, wasn't I? I'm going to take this one and cut it. I know, I'm going to cut it. You have to cut your pretty paper. You do. So awesome. Oh, thanks, Diana. She just gave a compliment. Okay, so these are the projects that you can make using your own products if you have some of this at home to make these treat box door hangers. And I'm calling them treat box door hangers because you can see there's a little circle at the top, so you can hang them onto someone's door. Now, if they have a unique door where the handle is too thick, this is what you do. And you start at the bottom. You don't do it into the side, you don't do it into the top, but you cut towards the bottom like this, and you just cut straight in, and then you're able to hook it onto the door handle, okay? You can hang these on people's doors, like neighbors, maybe at work if you're still attending work somewhere, or you can hang it onto a drawer. You can hang it onto the doorknobs of your family members at home and just do some kind of fun treat on their doors at home. So what could you put in here? Well, candy, obviously. Any kind of treat, right? Because treats, you want to have treats. Or one idea that I thought would be fun for this time of year is to give all your neighbors seed packets so that they can either have flowers in their yard or they can grow their own vegetables. So yeah, so this is using the Poppy Parade designer paper that's retiring. These gold enamel glitter dots things, those are staying. I'm happy about that. We have the gold foil. We have a sentiment from, I don't remember which set. I think it's the one with the tulips. The tulip set is staying. This ribbon, I believe, is leaving. It's the black satin ribbon. And in here you can see how I just folded up the seed packet so it, it just kind of fits in there a little bit better. Who doesn't want green beans or peas or whatever they are? I don't know what they are. This punch back here with the scallop, with the fun edging, the black, that is leaving, by the way, the Starburst punch. This stamp set, I don't know. I don't remember. And I think this ribbon is leaving. I don't remember. I don't have it all memorized. I'm showing you too much product at once. But this paper, the Tropical Oasis paper, is leaving, as are the elements that you can get, those fun little things there. So if you're seeing anything you like here, just, make sure that you're jotting this down. I will have photos of all of these projects on my blog on Saturday too, but I won't have links to all the products. So you'll want to watch the video again to remember some of the names of them. The Woven Threads designer paper, that's leaving. So are the fun little, don't remember what they're called, faceted gems, I think. This one has Ghirardelli chocolates in it. So there's 2 at the bottom, and then there's 2 more that are sticking out like that, so you can still see the fun decorations there. This ribbon, I think, is staying. I'm looking back at my shelf because, yeah, that one's staying, because I have the ones that are staying still sitting on my, in my supplies. The rest, everything that's retiring is in front of me on another table. So it looks pretty bare back there. Anyways, yeah, so some fun stuff. And I just did the paper on here a little differently. Okay, here we are. We're gonna start cutting. I know, we're already like 15 minutes in. Are you ready? So I'm gonna start with a 4x4 piece of paper, because sometimes I have demonstrators watching and they wanna share this with their team. So what you can do is you can cut your designer paper to 4x4, and then you send that piece to them and they can cut that themselves. And then you also just send them a half a sheet cut vertically of the Whisper White thick cardstock. Okay, I do have some scraps here, but I just asked my demonstrators to use their own scraps for decorating. So I only provided them with a coordinating ribbon for their paper, and this piece here. And then they used what they had at home for the other things, okay? So just a hint for those of you that are demonstrators. Let's go ahead and cut. Okay. Oh, closed captions showing on my laptop must be a setting on your end. Thank you so much, Denise. I appreciate that. Okay. I'm going to keep my measurements up there because I want to make sure that I'm reading them correctly. So we're going to start going this way with our score marks, okay? And I'm going to zoom in a bit. Oh, Cher just shared that she just moved and everything's in storage. That's depressing. I hear that what you're supposed to do is keep those boxes on top so that they're the first things that you unpack. And yes, I did plan my shirt to go with this, so thank you. I tend to do that because I can't paint my fingernails anymore, or at least I try not to. And they're getting healthier. They are. Those of you that have watched a while. I loved doing fingernails, but they were kind of falling apart on me. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and score. We're going to score first this way, and we're going to score at the 7-inch mark. And if you're a demonstrator sending a packet to people in the mail, because that's what we're doing now, right? I just scored all of mine at 7, and they fit into my 6x9 envelopes that way. We're also going to score at 7 5/8, and then I let the demonstrators do the rest, okay? So again, you just send it to them like that with some ribbon, and it's good. It's easy, okay? Now we've got another score line in there that we did at 7 5/8. And we're going to make just some marks now for the next measurement going this way. And that's going to go in at 3 5/8. And we're just going to mark it a little bit in here and a little bit in there. We're going to be scoring in 5/8 of an inch in this direction. So you don't want to go over like a 1/2 inch, okay? You want to keep your score line just a little bit in, not a lot. And then we'll go ahead and score it on this side. So I've just made little tiny marks. Of course, white paper, it's not going to show too well. Maybe if I go like this, you can see them. So I've just made little tiny marks here and here. Oh yeah, now it's getting blurry on you. All right, you won't be able to see them. Just trust me, they're there. All right, so now we're going to go vertically in our trimmer, and we're going to score using this side of the trimmer here to 5/8 of an inch. And you're going to keep your paper in place because we're also going to cut, and we're going to cut from this mark that we made here. In fact, you know what I'll do? I'll use a pencil so you can see it, because that will help. That will help me too. So I've made little marks there, and that's about how far in I went. Okay, so 5/8 inches. We're going to line it up. We're going to score first, and we're not going to move our paper. Okay, it's going to be easiest if you don't move your paper. We're going to come back in with the trimmer blade, and we're going to start here, and we're going to cut upward. So starting here, oops, got off the track. There we go. starting here, push it down and slice up. Okay? And it's okay if it's not exactly in that spot. You can see it's not connected, but the rest is going to be easy if we do it with the paper snips or scissors. It was an eye killer, Linda. Sorry about that. Yeah. Whoa, blurry white. It was like you were in a snowstorm. I'm flipping it over because I find that it's easier to use this side when doing small measurements. So I'm flipping it over and I'm coming in again at 5/8 of an inch. We're gonna, we need to pencil mark here, don't we? We're gonna start around the pencil mark with our cutting blade. Oh wait, score first. Score first. And then bring the cutting blade in and cut. Okay, we're not going to go too far with that trimmer because we have our paper to cut to, our designer paper. But now it's going to be a lot easier to do the rest of the cutting because I was going to have you cut this out and this out with just your scissors. And sometimes you don't get a straight line with that. So this gives you definitely a straighter line. We'll flip it over here. So we're going to cut here. And then hopefully you had a pencil with an eraser because then you can erase any markings that are on there that you don't like. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to assemble. We have a couple more things to do on here to trim it up. So let's first just get those score lines going in the right direction. So this is our box base. You can see I brought these two score lines together like that and these inward this way. Bone folder is your friend. So we're going to go like this. I'm just seeing what conversations you guys are having. Okay. I thought there was a question. It looks like some people are talking to each other. That's awesome. You guys just keep going. Help each other out with whatever question somebody had. All right, so before we actually tape everything, we need to trim out these notches here. So we're going to trim into this score mark, and we're going to trim into this score mark just so it goes up to that 5/8 inch line. Do it on both sides. And because, you know, things aren't perfect in the world, and neither are cuts, we're going to miter the corners or notch them, angle cut, however you want to say it. We're going to just kind of give those a little bit more of an angle so that they're easier to bring the box together. And we're doing that just on these two tabs, one on each side. We won't be doing that to the longer sections. All right, next, let's punch a hole before we assemble. Because if you assemble and your punch doesn't, well, I think it might still go all the way in, but we just want to be careful, make sure. So this would be a good time to punch any holes that you have. Like if you're going to do that corner punch thing, you know, you could do that too. But we're just bringing in our punch. This is our 2-inch circle punch. We're bringing it in all the way so that the sides of our paper line up here. And we're punching out our hole for the door handle. You can actually keep this paper. In fact, well, if this was a clear stamp, I'd probably do that. I'd just keep that paper. But I'm going to use some scrap of white because I want to make sure that this is lined up right. We could try it. Let's see how good Rachel is. So we'll try stamping on this, and then if it fails, we've got the scrap there. Okay, now we add our tear and tape adhesive, or you can use the multi-purpose liquid glue. And we're going to put, we want this to be on the front, like that. So this flap is going to be on the very top of all the other ones, because that way the seam is on the back. So we want our tape to go here, and we want our tape to go here. So when you have it open to the inside like this, in fact here, let's just do this. I'm going to show you something. This is kind of cool. So we're putting a whole strip along there. We're connecting both those pieces with this. I know you're going, what? But watch, this is so cool. So you can take, in fact, we'll do it after we've actually pulled the backing off. So let's pull the backing off with the help of the Take Your Pick tool. I forgot my Take Your Pick tool on a recent video, and I was like, I can't find it. I love this thing. It was probably up in my living room. I don't know. It's a nice tool to use for all kinds of reasons. Okay, so we have the tape connecting these two. Just kind of go like this. And and flip them over onto each other. Then you don't have to work with those little tiny little pieces of tear and tape. That's just too much work. There. Okay, so now this tab is going to go to the outside of this one and this tab to the outside of both of them. So we'll connect the two little tabs first and just line it up so that this edge here is flush with that section. You're making a right angle like that. We'll do the same thing to this side. Right angle and connect. And then we'll bring these together. And when you connect these, make sure that this top edge is lined up with this top edge of the box. Okay. It sure is fun to read your comments. Someone on YouTube asked me if there was a way, well, I mentioned that they wanted to see the comments from Facebook, but I don't know how to do that onto YouTube. I know that if you're doing a live on YouTube, the YouTube comments that are live show up. But yeah, I'm not sure how to transfer 700 and some comments from a video onto YouTube. So sorry, you're just gonna have to come to YouTube if you wanna see what people are saying. It's kind of fun. Okay, so here we go. There's our box base. Now we'll bring the trimmer back in. And we're gonna go ahead and cut this piece. And there is a direction to this paper, obviously, because the branches kind of, you know, you have a stem and then the leaves go upward. So we wanna make sure that we're paying attention to that, that if you do have a direction, that you can, you know, keep that in mind when you're taping things down. We're gonna cut this in half. And that's what I instructed my demonstrators to do in my group. You just cut it in half. So you've got a 2-inch wide piece and a 2-inch wide piece. And then your, one of them, you just cut to 3 1/4 inches tall. So that's why you saw the measurements in the measurements paper of 3 1/4 by 2 and 4 by 2. Those pieces are ready. I just realized that I probably did do the punch afterwards because I remember when I applied this paper, I had to punch it out also. So we're punching twice. That's okay. Let's see how we do with stamping. Let's bring in our shaded spruce ink and our stamp from the set that had that. It just fits into a 2-inch circle really well. So we're gonna ink that up and see how we do. Wish me luck. If it looks good, we'll keep it. That ain't bad, but I think I would have punched it a little bit differently. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do another one. Yeah, it's not as easy to stamp with the ones that you can't see through, but they are better than the olden days. Remember the woodblock stamps? Which I still love because I got used to using them, but for someone who's starting to stamp, they can be a challenge. All right. That's where I would have punched it. You can tell the difference. Here's the one I like. There's a little bit of a difference, right? You gotta agree. Okay, so we'll set that one aside for some other project later. And then we'll keep our 2-inch punch here. We need it. We need to cut out a scrap of our shaded spruce paper with our 2 1/4 inch punch. All of these products that I'm showing you right now are staying. They're not going to retire, all right? So no rush if you want to get this stuff all later. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and add this, but we're going to add it kind of off center, because that's fun. So just add some snail adhesive to the back because that's quick and easy. If you don't want to own every adhesive, this is retiring, by the way, but they're replacing it with something that is better, that is similar, but a little stickier. So just know that if you see this on the retiring list, it is leaving, but it's being replaced with something very similar. Okay, so there we have our off-center embellishment that we're going to add here on our project. We're going to add ribbon. So let's grab that ribbon. I wonder if I should use the gold ribbon instead. Well, let's figure this out. Because again, I didn't get to play around with this before it came. It came at 10:30ish, a little before 10:30. And then I went live at 11. So you guys are seeing the first of this project. I hope it works. So this is going to go on here like this. Yeah, and I think we're going to glue dot it. So let's do that now. And then we just have to cover up the glue dots. I might have to take the glue dots off. I'll take them off. So we'll take and lift them off with our take your pick tool. We'll figure out where this is going to go. Sorry, let me zoom in. There we go. I think I want it kind of like right here. So we'll make the glue dot kind of go over the top of it to hold it down. That'll work, right? And then we'll put a little bit underneath. I'm not sure how these are going to work. You could tie them onto stuff. Oh gosh, we could tie it. We could tie this thing. Didn't think about that. Let's do one more. And then we'll just cover this up with a knot of something. One of the ribbons. Because that's the sentiment's too far down to actually do, unless I went this way, to actually have this ribbon going across it. So let's worry about that in a minute. Let's tape these on next. So grab your snail, that would be next. And we're going to run that along here. What do you think? I'm creating on the spur of the moment. Oh, I should have cut this to 5 3. Oh, I know what I was doing. That's right. Never mind. No, it's 3 1/4, because what I did is I left about 1/8 of an inch on the bottom and the side there. I remember. Let me put that down straighter. I usually have, for those of you that are watching me for the first time, I usually have this project pretty darn memorized because I've done it already. And at this point, I don't have it memorized because this is all new products in front of me. We're having fun though. Okay, so I put the tape at the top and bottom and then on this side so it's not sticking on my table. And then we come in again. Yes, it'll work. You can reach into it. So there is, you can do the punch of the circle at the end. So there's that so far. We have the base of that going. We need our beautiful foil. There's our foil paper. That's going to be kind of our embellishment for it. And gosh, how are we going to do that? Maybe a knot of this? Okay, since I'm trying this all, hang on. I'm going to grab, what color is this? That's the wrong one. Dark shaded spruce. Look at my mess. All right, so we've got some grid paper that we're adding in here. We're going to color some of this with our blends marker. Yes, why not, Rachel? Just go for it. Live on Facebook, just go for it. All right, so we're adding color, the dark shaded spruce, to our ribbon. And because it's got a little bit of a thickness to it, I'm flipping it over and I'm going to color on this side too. We're just doing about a 4-inch piece of this. I'll make sure to add that dimension into my measurements when I post it to my blog. And we'll use our paper snips, which I have 2. One of them I assign to ribbon only because then it stays sharp. Let's move this ugly grid paper out of the way. It's very well used, isn't it? This will just turn into we'll tie it into a knot and we'll stick it on here. Okay? What happened to my finger? I don't know. Is there something wrong with my finger? I have a ring on it. Maureen asked what happened to my finger. And I've added some rings. I don't know. Is that what you're asking? I hope my finger doesn't have anything wrong with it. Oh, there's a tiny boo-boo. All right, so this ribbon, just drying it out. It's a little cool to the touch still. Let's add this, and we're going to put it up on dimensionals. So we'll flip this over, and we'll add our dimensionals to the back. Watch out for your glue dots that you have holding your gold hoop. So we'll add this here. Oh, we got to put this in first too. Let's glue dot this to the back side. So we're just going to add a couple glue dots here. Lift this make this come right about there. There we go. That'll work. And that'll stick to the front of our box, our treat box, as straight as possible. Well, it's not completely straight. It's good though. Then we'll tie this in a knot. Still, it's a little moist. And you may want to do 5 inches if you have thicker fingers, because this was a little bit hard to grab. I'll write down 5 inches in the measurements, okay? There. Now we have a ribbon to tie on there. This is working. Yeah, and we'll grab a glue dot. I have a couple that I didn't use here yet. I'm nervous because the ribbon is still a little moist. It's not sticking to the glue dot yet. So, what would it look like with white? I don't know. Should do white instead. Or maybe we'll do the white around it. You guys are like, what? Rachel, you're not ready? I don't know. This is still kind of moist. It's not drying out very fast. I got it. I know what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and add both of them. So this amount of ribbon is about 12 inches. We'll tie that in a knot. And it's so soft, you guys. This is so soft. It's crazy nice ribbon. I am loving it. So we'll tie that here. And then we'll rotate it and shove it up underneath the circle a bit. And then, is this dry yet? Yeah, it's a lot drier. I don't know. Getting those hoops on, that's going to be the challenge. It's drier, but I don't know if I like it, you guys. You like the green ribbon in the knot? Okay, let's just see. Yeah, I do too. I'm thinking that the green ribbon, like if we were to color this whole length off camera, I have it all colored, that would look better. Because this is more of a vanilla. So we're just going to add this, and maybe that's what I'll do with my finished one that I photograph. Just because I've been touching this, I'm adding more glue dots to it. Yeah, the green ribbon is way better, isn't it? Okay, and then we angle cut because that always makes it look super nice. Oh yeah, that's better. Thank you. I forgot who said I like the green better, but it does. It looks better. All right, let's zoom out just a tad here and bring those all in so you can see them. So just different versions of the same type of gift idea. We've got some seeds. My husband is the gardener in our family here. Thank goodness, because I don't know. I guess I would do it if I had time. I don't have the time. But doesn't that look pretty with just a little thing of seeds in there? And you could put more than one, or you could put chocolate and seeds. Chocolate and seeds. There we go. There, that's much better. All right. So I hope that you like that idea. So yes, I just got my box of goodies. Tomorrow in my I have to get a little overlay that shows my group, but it's called Stamp Your Art Out with Rachel. No, it's called Stamp Your Art Out Group. If you go to Stamp Your Art Out Group tomorrow, you just need to ask to join and I'll let you in. But tomorrow at this same time, so 11 a.m. Central Time, I'm going to go live and I'm going to show you the goodies. I'm going to show you lots of the goodies, or just chocolate, Susan says. I love it. I am doing a live tonight with my team and my upline, Susan Campfield. We're going to be doing a box opening with our group in our demonstrator only group, which is why I'm not doing another one like soon enough to show you all the goodies. I'm going to show it to my demonstrators first, and then tomorrow morning you'll get to see the spread of stuff that I grabbed from the pre-order. Fun stuff. I opened the box, but I didn't get to open every product yet. It's going to be so much fun. Anyways, I hope that you are subscribed to my blog at stampyourartout.com because I share these projects there. I share lots of other things. I share paper pumpkin project ideas. I share the specials at the bottom of every post. So make sure that you are subscribed to my blog. And right now you are watching me on Facebook at Stamp Your Art Out with Rachel. So if you are not a follower of my page, make sure that you click, what is it called? Like, and then follow with the notifications on, okay? All right, so now we're gonna go to the video, to the computer, and let me move this out of the way because we have some prizes to draw, and I wanna make sure, I'm pulling everything up here. Okay, so let me show you the prizes from last week first, okay? All right. Oh, and by the way, this is what the new catalog looks like. I can't show you the inside, but yum, yum, yum. Fun stuff. Okay, prizes from last week. Did I just give you guys a teaser that was not fair, right? All right, so these are the choices that are left. What is that? Oh, those are prizes for this time. And then I have a couple consumable type things if you already have all these stamp sets and you're the winner, okay? So I've picked 2 winners already, just like an hour before I went live today. And those winners are going to be shown on my screen. Oops, where did that go? First I gotta find it. That's not it. You guys don't see what I'm doing here, but the prize winners, where did they go? Hang on, I just have to do something on my computer really quick. Sing to yourselves. There, I have it pulled up now. Ta-da! Here we go. I'm going to show them to you now. Oops, that's not it. Take that off. Take that there, Rachel. I was doing so well with the technology until just now. These are the winners from last week's broadcast about the ornate floral impressed color. Remember the intense colors? Someone said it looked like fruit. Oh my gosh, maybe that's why I love it so much, because I'm a fruit fan. But yes, juicy, bright colors, right? Barbara Winslow Johnson is my Facebook winner. Thank you for commenting during the past week. And then Susan Pachero? I don't know how to say your name right. Pachero is how I'm going to say it. No, oh, I'm sorry, there's no R there. Pacheco, I bet that's it. Anyways, you are the YouTube winner, so congratulations to you. Make sure that if I don't find you, because it takes a while for me to find your names and reach out to you. Sometimes I don't even find people, but reach out to me if you are a winner within the next 2 weeks so that you can claim your prize and I can send it to you. All right, back to the desktop real quick so you can see those prizes one more time for those of you that were the winners just now. Now, for the winners for today and for the next 2 that I draw next week, you actually get a sampling of the Forever Greenery stuff. You're going to get a 6x6 quarter packet of the Forever Greenery paper. You're going to get a couple of the gold hoops. You're going to get a sampler of the ribbon. Here it is. You're going to get a sampler of this foil paper. And I think that was, yes, those 4 items are going to be in the prize today. I have to package them. I just got them. I haven't packaged them yet. So, all right, we're going to move to the desktop. Again, let me move this out of the way though, because once we move to the desktop, if something else is up that I don't want to have up, it's going to be showing. Here we go. Okay, so we have my Stamp Your Art Out with Rachel page here, and we're going to click on the videos. There we go. And we're going to pull up the link from the live going on right now. Oh, I have to do a refresh, I guess. All right, so once I click on the video that is live right now, we will be able to grab that link and put it into our commentpicker.com. It's a nice prize, isn't it? Yes, I love it. You guys are commenting. You love it. So let's click on this Forever Greenery Door Hanger Treat box and grab that link, and we'll go to our random comment picker, commentpicker.com. I've entered the link into that box up there, and then I just click get comments. We're going to see how many people we have live with us today that have commented. 191 of you have commented during the live. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead and start and pick our winner. The winner is Julie Hoffman Poindexter. Congratulations to you, Julie. You get to have this sent to you, this fun sampler of the Forever Greenery. And I do send the prizes as soon as I hear from my prize winners. So make sure you contact me as well. Let's see. Oh, box opening in my group tomorrow, 11 a.m. I mentioned that already. What else? Oh, the new colors chart. Okay, so something else that us demonstrators got access to was some resources. So I want to show you that. Okay, got the computer ready. Click. There we go. The new colors. These are the current colors, the family of colors, but look at the new colors. So just jade, yes, see, that's got to be it. And then cinnamon cider, bumblebee, magenta madness, and misty moonlight. This resource is available on my website. So if you go to stampyourartout.com, I did put a link to that chart in here if you want to access it. Click under what's new and just click on the 2021 colors. And when you're here, it will pull up that, oops, oh, hang on. It wants me to log into my personal website. I don't know why. Let's go back here. Let's try this. Click on it. I might have to upload this another way. Maybe it's only uploading this way. I don't know. Somebody try it later today, and if it doesn't work for you, let me know. But here is that chart, and you can click the download button and you can access it. Okay? So if you want that. All right. I hope that you had fun today. We have gone into about 47 minutes of this, and I'm going to let you go. I hope that you had a great time. Next week is a special event with Stampin' Up. It's a virtual event. They took an event that was going to be in person across the globe, and they turned it into a virtual event for us demonstrators. It's a 3-day event, and I don't understand exactly how the schedule is going to work. So I'm just going to avoid having a live to you during those 3 days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are out for me. I want to make sure that I'm there for my team, that I'm also being able to pay attention to anything that's being shared during that on tour online, it's called. Anyways, so we're moving this live that I normally do to Friday. And because I have another business appointment type thing at 10, we're going to do this at 12 because that'll give me a cushion of time between the two. So 12 o'clock noon Central Time, just an hour later for those of you that are in different time zones than me, just go an hour later than you normally go and move it 2 days later. All right? All right. Thanks. Happy Mother's Day to all of you who are mothers and those of you that are mothers to furry pets and those of you that are just motherly. All right? Happy Mother's Day to you. Yes, Mother's Day is this weekend. Have a great weekend. We will see you next week. Now I'd like you all to go and stamp your art out. Bye-bye.